welcome back. This is Good Evening KU, and I'm Rachel.
And I'm Dakota.
And so this is our last week here at Good Evening KU for the semester. So what do your finals look like this upcoming week?
Well, right now I'm pretty good on finals. I only have 2 finals, so
Lucky.
Yeah. So hopefully those will go smoothly, and then after that it's just summer break, and I'm looking forward to enjoying my time off. What about you?
Well, I graduate this semester, so it's a little stressful. We've got graduation coming up plus finals. I actually had 2 final projects due today, and then a few next week. So got a busy few weeks coming up for sure with graduation and all that. We're throwing a party at my house and walking down the hill, so it's going to be a loaded week for sure.
That's awesome. Are you having any family come in from out of state?
Oh yeah. Most of my family lives in Nebraska and Texas, so my cousin is graduating high school the same week, so they're all coming and making a whole weekend out of both of our graduations. So it's going to be very hectic.
I bet.
Yeah. And they're all going to come to my house for the first time because they've come to Kansas City and they've hung out, but they've never come to Lawrence and actually seen where I live. So it'll be exciting. Lots of cleaning before then.
Very cool. So you do anything like special to help, get you in the mood for finals week, maybe relax somehow?
Yeah, definitely. I find that sitting at a laptop and at my computer all day long, it just makes my back hurt, it makes me slouch, and so I do a lot of yoga. I'm actually in a class right now at KU doing yoga, and it's really helped me a lot just with flexibility and with, opening up my chest and helping with posture and getting past those midway study, through those long nights. Sometimes you just got to hop up and start doing some yoga.
Yeah. No, hey, I'm with you. I wish I was better at yoga.
Well,
but maybe I might learn something later on. I know we got a good segment coming up here in just a little bit with your yoga instructor.
Yep. We'll be teaching some yoga very soon. Sneak peek.
Very cool. So you doing anything else fun over the summer?
No, nothing crazy. I haven't really been able to think past the next 2 weeks yet. Yeah. So I haven't thought that far in the future quite yet.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
It feels like the world is coming to a close. So
yeah. What about you? Do you have another year or 2 or?
Yeah, I got a couple more years, so have some time to get everything all sorted out. But this summer I'm a big music lover, and there's a lot of concerts coming up. So if anybody wants to come and join me out there in the KU universe, I'll be at Boulevardia this year, which is coming up mid-June. That's like June 14th, 15th. Also my birthday, so you guys want to buy me a drink. So I'd check your concert calendars because there's a lot of cool stuff coming up.
Yeah.
So,
I've never been to Boulevardia before, but I've heard it's fun.
Honestly, it's a good time. It's as long as weather permitting, which I know we're getting some bad weather later too, but last year it rained out the whole concert, and before it rained it was 115 degrees outside and performers had to get off the stage, but other than that, it's a good time. So.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, we will be right back in a few minutes with another segment on yoga, and we'll have our special guest, Stephanie, in to teach us a little bit about that.
In 2018, 22 billion water bottles ended up in a landfill. A smart way to prevent waste is by using a reusable water bottle. A reusable water bottle is an easy way to have water without using plastic. A reusable water bottle is an alternative with many benefits. Some benefits include saving money, durability, and helping the environment. Staying hydrated is important, so you might as well save the environment and your pocket while doing so.
And welcome back. Today we have my yoga instructor. This is Stephanie Sontag. She is here to tell us a little bit about yoga and the ways that some of us KU students could possibly benefit from yoga in these coming finals weeks. So Stephanie, what do you do for KU? You teach yoga at KU?
Yeah, so I'm a graduate teaching assistant, and one of my roles is teaching yoga for our activity classes in our HSCS department.
Very cool. And what, for someone who's never ever done yoga before, what are some tips that you could say that, you know, throughout the class that you should remember and use while you're doing it?
It's like one of the biggest things is just like everyone's at their own kind of level, so you can be somewhere where you can't even touch your toes, and some people are over here just can do handstands and stuff, but it's like really about just becoming bettering yourself. It's not about the other people around you, it's being just in more touch with yourself. And
So what have you, how did you get into teaching yoga at KU?
So I'm actually like a personal trainer, and I have like my certified strength conditioning specialist certifications, and I used to use a lot of those kind of like as cool downs with my clients, but I never like really did taught a yoga class until I came here, and that was like one of my assignments, and they got me certified, and we started teaching.
So is this your first semester teaching it at KU?
This is my second semester. My first one was last fall.
Okay. And do you have you seen improvement, or do you notice how it helps people throughout the semester? Have you seen any of those success stories, let's say?
Definitely see changes, especially like with the balancing poses throughout the semester. There's a few I'll throw in at the beginning just so people can really just see a change, and there's some where they're almost falling on their face, and then they can hold it really well and add extra moves, and it's really cool to see.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite part of the class, is watching everyone on one foot kind of trying to keep their balance, me included. But so we will be right back in a few minutes, and Stephanie's going to show us a few moves and teach us how we can improve our strength and our flexibility and get ready for finals.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas. A great place to be you.
So we're going to start in like our seated position. We're going to push through like our sit bones, reach our spine nice and tall. Pretend there's like a string pulling through your head. Bring our shoulder blades back and breathe through your nose. So you're going to get some of those calming effects. You're going to activate that parasympathetic nervous system, and that's a lot of how like your stress is going to be reduced. We're going to gently move forward. We're going to plant our palms and come up. We're going to find a tabletop position. We're going to want our shoulders directly over our wrists, our hips above our knees, and engage your core. We're going to tuck our toes. Exhale as you push your hips up and back. So this is downward facing dog. We're going to push through like our pads of our palms, take the weight out of our wrists, and reach your tailbone towards the sky. A lot of people, your heels are going to be up when you first start, and that's okay. But just like as you keep going, maybe lower them a little bit further and feel that stretch throughout your whole body. We're going to inhale, we're going to shift our weight forward, find high plank, really activate your core, keep a table top back. We're going to lower all the way down, bring our elbows straight back. We're going to find cobra pose, pull with your hands, really engage your back as you reach your heart up towards the sky. Feel that stretch in your chest. And exhale, tuck your toes. We're going to push back, find downward facing dog. Then we're going to walk our feet towards our hands. Just go as far as your body will let you. You don't have to strain. Then inhale. We're going to swoop our arms all the way up to the sky, reach tall. Then find our mountain pose. Exhale. Really push through all four corners of your feet. You want a good, stable balance. And we're going to shift our weight to the right. We're going to do a tree pose. So there's a lot of modifications for, especially when you're a beginner, it's hard to balance. We're going to bring our left foot inside of our right leg, whether it's on our ankle or calf, or even up to your thighs. Bring your palms together in front of your chest, shoulder blades back. Take a breath in here. Then maybe bring your palms all the way up above your head, change your center of balance, engage your muscles. Then bring them back down. We're gonna try a more challenging pose. We can bring our knee out in front, then hinge at the hip, keep driving through your right foot, and extend back.
This one's one of the hard
up.
ones because you really have to keep your
It's like you have to focus on your center of balance. It helps a lot if you just feet really, we're usually barefoot. You can feel the earth beneath really press through.
Facts.
And get basically your strong foundation.
And is there any specific one that would be really good for like stretching out your back after sitting for a long time?
Yes. So so aside from just like folding and things like that, I really like child's pose. So we'll start down in a tabletop position where we were.
In a tabletop.
We're gonna let our knees go wide, point our big toes together, and then just exhale, sit back, and extend your arms out all the way out in front. Maybe press your palms into the ground, feel the stretch in your upper back. As you sink back, you can feel the stretch in the lower. And then just sit here. And then you can also go to the side. So maybe walk your hands to the left, keep your hip down. You'll get a nice stretch in your side as well. And maybe come back. Go to the other side. Is there any?
So good. Whew, that's great.
All right.
Awesome. Well, now you know a little bit about yoga, and you can stretch yourself out between your finals next week. And thank you so much for coming and teaching us a little bit of something. It was great having you. And after this, we'll be right back with an interview of one of our upcoming graduates.
When you shop local in the heart of the city, you support the people that make our community thrive. The money you spend here stays here, in this place we call our home. Lawrence, Kansas, where there's good old-fashioned hometown pride. Eat local, drink local, shop local.
Welcome back to KU. I'm your host, Marlena, and I'm here with Kaitlyn to discuss some senior plans. So I hear you're going to Tokyo after graduation. Could you tell me a little bit about it?
Yes, so I'm going to Tokyo in Japan. So I'm graduating this May, technically August, since the internship that I'm doing in Tokyo is still considered part of KU's internship program. I'm still taking it for credit, so unfortunately I'm a senior taking an unpaid internship, which will be kind of rough, but I think the experience will really be worth it going to Tokyo, Japan. So technically I'll be graduating in August, but it will be an internship, and I am walking the hill in May, so I'm pretty excited about that. In Tokyo, I guess I'll be a writer and editor for Fuji TV, one of their associates for Fuji TV. It's a place called Japan Info, which basically is a blog type website for people traveling to Tokyo, traveling to Japan, explaining places to go, places to eat, things to do, how to get around as being a tourist in Japan. And so I think me being a tourist myself, it'll really help in my writing and my editing right for those who are also going to travel to Tokyo.
So how'd you get put together with this internship?
It was actually really funny happening. So I was in my finance class, and I'm a journalism profession. I'm a journalism major, but I was in my minor finance class, and they had a person come in and talk about studying abroad to East Asia. And it was mainly for people who are like sophomores and juniors, but it's like a place that I've always wanted to go to. And so it just really spoke to me when they're like, you have this opportunity to go to East Asia. There's like so many scholarships to go there. I've had family work out there for a bunch of times. So like I've always wanted to have my chance to go out there. So I heard about it through my finance class. And I went and spoke to someone at the study abroad office, and I was like, I'm graduating, so I don't know exactly how that works with my graduation plans, but we ended up making it work, like with my advisors, with KU study abroad with all my credits. It took a lot of convincing for my parents because my parents were super adamant about me graduating in 4 years flat, like no extra semesters, nothing. So it took some convincing to be like, well, like this one summer semester.
That's so cool, and what a cool resume builder. What are you most excited for?
I think I'm just really excited for the new culture that I'm going to be experiencing. I've never been to East Asia. I've had family that's been there, but it's something that I've never personally experienced, but it's always been a dream of mine to go there, and I know there will be some sort of a culture shock when I show up there because I don't speak Japanese, so it will be interesting to see how I get around on the train and like in the stores, but the place that I'll be staying, they do have translators there available if I like really need them when I'm going to the store, if I'm really lost. So I'm just really excited for the new culture and the new experiences. I'm really excited for the authentic sushi.
I was about to ask, what's your favorite sushi?
Well, my favorite sushi is obviously like an Americanized version of sushi. It's like with jalapenos and cream cheese, and it's a roll. And one of my friends who's been to Tokyo, she's like, they don't have rolls there. Like you can't order a roll. And I was like, okay, well then like what kind of sushi is it? And she's like, it's like the real authentic. It's I think it's called nigiri. It's just like the rice with just like raw fish over it. So that will be really interesting because I've never had that, but I've heard it's amazing there. I mean, I'm assuming it would be absolutely amazing there. And the ramen, I'm excited for the ramen.
Yes. You were saying earlier that you're such a big foodie, and I'm now drooling thinking about sushi and ramen like really intensely. I've always wanted to go to Tokyo for their like beauty stuff because they have such a unique selection of different products and application tools and all these
like
different
the
things.
beauty industry is just like intense there.
You
like
have to
the
go.
skincare.
Oh baby.
My friends have been begging me, they're like, you need to like get me these face masks, you need to get me these clay masks, like you need to get me all this beauty care. So like I'm taking like just an extra bag just to fill it with like face masks.
You have
like
to.
all this stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm so excited for is the like the beauty products and the skincare routines that they have there. I mean, their skin is like flawless there.
Yes.
So excited for that. At the same time that I'll be in Tokyo, one of my friends will actually be in Seoul, Korea, which from plane, that's only about like 45 minutes to an hour, like flight. So it's like Japan's like right over here and South Korea is just across like the Sea of Japan. So like not that far away at all. And like the skincare in South Korea is like even better than Japan. So I'm like, so I know that I'll be in Japan, but you need to get me some beauty care stuff in South Korea and we can
swap.
Flip-flop.
Yes. The editor-in-chief of Allure magazine, Michelle, she's always putting, you know what a beauty blender is? She's putting like, think of like a beauty blender you can put on your finger, if you will, and it just like hugs your finger and you like do your concealer and things like that.
Interesting.
And that's like the one that comes to mind when I think about it. But between the food and the beauty industry, I don't know how you can go wrong.
I know, I'm really excited for it. I've been specifically also buying like outfits just to wear around the streets. I know I can be a basic girl sometimes. I am excited for the photo ops. I know I'm a basic girl, but the photo ops are going to be amazing, whether it's just like in the streets with all the neon lights or by their traditional temples or out by Mount Fuji. So there's just so much that I'm going to see there. I'm really excited.
That's such a cool experience and such a great resume builder. We'll be right back after the break.
Welcome back, I'm Raina.
And I'm Zoe, and this is your Monday Good Evening KU News Update. President Trump remains confident that negotiations with North Korea will continue despite the barrage of missiles fired this weekend. Despite the threats of additional test firing of missiles in the upcoming weeks, Trump tweeted that he fully expects the nuclear deal to happen.
President Trump also announced his choice for the next head of the Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency this weekend. Trump selected Mark Morgan, who actually ran the agency in the final year of the Obama administration before being replaced by Trump. The appointment will require a Senate confirmation.
A former KU graduate and poet laureate of Kansas has donated 20 boxes of her papers, manuscripts, and letters and journals to the Spencer Research Library. Denise Lowe, who taught for 27 years at Haskell Indian Nations University, is leaving Kansas for California this summer with her husband and family. She plans to continue writing poetry and promoting women writers and writers of mixed heritage.
The 145th Kentucky Derby ran this weekend, but the final outcome of the race may still be in doubt. Maximum Security was the first horse across the line, but was later disqualified for impeding another horse in the final turn. Country House was then announced as the winner, coming in at a 65-1 long shot. The owner of Maximum Security has said that he will appeal the disqualification.
The baseball team swept Texas this weekend at Hoagland Ballpark to move into a tie for 6th place in the Big 12 conference standing. On Friday, 2 home runs in the bottom of the 9th tied and won the game for the Jayhawks on Saturday. Ryan Sear pitched a 1-0 shutout, and yesterday, KU won a slugfest 10-6. The Jayhawks will host Jackson State on Tuesday and Wednesday, weather permitting.
The tennis team also swept their opponents this weekend in the NCAA tournament. On Friday, KU knocked off Denver 4-0, and then on Saturday beat Florida 4-2 to advance to the Sweet 16. The Jayhawks will travel to Stanford this weekend for a matchup against the 3rd-seeded Cardinals. The match will be on Friday at 4 p.m. Central Time.
And the track team will also be on the road this week as they head to Norman for the Big 12 Conference Championship. Junior Bryce Hoppel will seek to extend his winning streak in his 800 meters. Hoppel has not lost an 800-meter race all season, including the NCAA Indoor Championships where he claimed the title. The multi-events began on Friday with the full meet concluding Sunday night.
Rayshawn Tucker is a potential recruit for KU basketball. He visited Lawrence this past weekend and tweeted that KU was in his top 5. The decision is down to Auburn, Kansas, Memphis, Iowa State, and West Virginia. His final decision will come later this week.
And that will wrap it up for this week's news update. Please keep watching, and after the break, Jade and Kaitlyn will be here to tell us when to expect the next round of rain and thunderstorms.
From adversity, we rose. We made history and became pioneers, voyagers, champions, Jayhawks. And when our chant rises, haunting and hallowed, Jayhawks are telling the world what's near. Victory.
For students searching for a way to stay active in an outdoorsy way, the City of Lawrence has bike trails running in every direction, and with the new bike share program, we can stay in shape as we tour the sights of our beautiful city. Clinton Lake is only a short 30-minute bike ride away from Daisy Hill and has the most incredible sunset location in all of Lawrence. Walking campus may give you the KU calves, but biking can give you the KU thighs. Bike Lawrence today.
Hi, welcome back to Good Evening KU. I'm Jade Steffensmeyer with your weather forecast for tonight. But first we're going to go outside to Kaitlyn, who is outside right now. Kaitlyn, how's the weather looking?
Right now the weather isn't too bad. There's a few clouds in the sky, kind of a bit of a difference from whenever it was basically sunny and no clouds in the sky earlier. It's definitely still pretty hot, actually. It's been on the warm side, and it's definitely really humid outside. Other than that, there's a bit of a breeze outside. As you can see, I am out on Martin Grove next to Potter Lake and the beautiful Campanile in the background. There's actually a lot of people outside enjoying the day, and there's even some people with their dogs outside by the lake.
Awesome. Yeah, I can definitely tell that it's a little bit cloudy and outside, and the clouds are starting to roll in for later tonight, which I'll talk about later. But what are people wearing outside? I'm sure they're wearing shorts and t-shirts, but do you see any umbrellas or anything?
Actually, no umbrellas right now. We did actually have a little bit of a rain shower pass over just a few minutes ago, but people mostly braved it. Right now, people are outside wearing shorts and t-shirts and really just enjoying the day.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Kaitlyn. We're going to bring it back inside right now. So right now, it is 78 degrees, partly cloudy. Pretty hot day, as Kaitlyn was saying, with a slight breeze, 8 miles per hour. For the rest of the evening, it's going to get significantly colder, dropping down to 68 degrees at around 9 p.m., and it's also going to get significantly more cloudy as the thunderstorm develops for later tonight. For tonight, as I was saying, we're going to get some severe thunderstorms getting down to 58 degrees, and the wind's going to be around 9 miles per hour, and the precipitation chance is 100%, so 100% chance of storms. And with this also comes a flash flood watch, so as we're going to get rainfall throughout the night into tomorrow and Wednesday, we're going to have a flash flood watch for Douglas County into Wednesday evening. So definitely watch out for that and take precautions the next couple days. For tomorrow, we're going to also expect thunderstorms. It's going to get up to 70 degrees, and we're going to have some pretty strong winds from the east. For stop day is this Friday, if you had not noticed. Very excited about that. It's going to be a pretty nice day. It's going to get up to 64, partly cloudy all day, and whether you're studying or enjoying the weather outside, it's going to be a great day. The extended forecast for the rest of the week. So as I was saying, Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going to expect a lot of thunderstorms and a lot of precipitation. So make sure you watch out for flooding those days. And then on Saturday, we're also going to see rain again, 40% chance of that. And Sunday, the sun is going to come back out, following into Monday. But thank you so much for watching the weather. We actually have one more segment after the break, so stay tuned for that.
Have a nice day. You too. Have a great day. Thanks. You too.
Make someone's day. Pay it forward.
This is our last show here on Monday of Good Evening KU, and from the crew, we just want to wish you all a happy finals and a great end of the year. Thank you.
Stay there, stay there.